Greetings, people. We got some more updates for different things. First of all, I wanted to talk about the market real quick because, goes up, goes down quite a lot. Earlier, we reached a new all-time high of almost 109,000, so things are looking well. And I wanted to focus on mainly two things for this video. And that is GPT Wars, which has the pre-sale on the 23rd of January, so in about 2 to 3 days from now. And then there's also Swarm Network, which should go live in about 1 week from now. They have a countdown right now that I thought is also pretty interesting on what they're doing. Also being partnered with Sui as a chain, as well as Google, has to do with agents and AI and all of the good stuff. So a video for both in one. As always, links to everything down below. You don't have to buy anything. This is simply, hey, I found something that you might potentially like. Here's a video. Market looks good. Let's focus on GPT Wars first and then on Swarm. As they are launching their GPTW token, they have the TGE on the 23rd of January at 1 p.m. UTC. And it's a combination of AI agents that seem to be hyped quite a lot right now, mixed with GameFi, which most of us believe is going to do pretty well over the next couple of years, especially when something like GTA 6 gets released. So for that, where the trailer plays in the background here, it's a mix between two narratives. And Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA himself, said that just AI agents are most likely going to be a multi-trillion-dollar industry in the next couple of years. And while gaming is definitely undervalued, this seems to be a good combination of both. Now, their token is going to be released on Base, means that there are basically no gas fees. And they also have a special event for NFTs on Base, where based on how many tokens you have, you get an AI agent NFT, for which they have 3 different levels: Starter, Elite, and Legendary. So if you hold 10,000, 50,000, or 200,000 tokens, you get one of those NFTs. And when it just comes to the gameplay behind it, based on the pre-alpha on platforms like Hyperplay, for example, it looks pretty good. Well, there have been thousands of people playing the game already. The most important part when it comes to crypto and the valuation is how many people and investors there are behind it, for which they have a lot. We have 15 plus venture capitalists that invested into this. And just for partnerships alone, they partnered with Shrapnel, for example, Superverse, ZK Race, and a couple others, making this one pretty big. They are already confirmed to launch on Paid Network, on GameFi, Engine, Starter, Easy, and a couple other launchpads. And while I think the exchange has yet to be fully announced, it will be on one of the main exchanges that most of us use. Back in October, they sold out, I think, 5,000 NFTs that they had. And as far as I know, they have 600 plus different influencer humans that talk about the game. So when it just comes to hype alone and awareness for the game, their marketing is going strong. And with the team behind it, including people from Epic Games, Microsoft, and other big companies out there, they know what it takes to build something good. Now, again, the token launch is going to be on the 23rd at 1 p.m. UTC. And if you hold the token for 24 hours, you will also receive an AI agent NFT. And there are 3 different tiers, for which there's a starter, an elite, and a legendary AI agent at 10,000, 50,000, and 200,000 tokens respectively. That might be a good bonus if you hold the token anyways. I always like to think when a token, for example, offers staking, if I buy it long-term anyways, might as well get the additional benefit. That's the same here. Like everything else, link is down below. And let's see what this one is going to go to over the next couple months and years when AI agents and gaming becomes bigger and bigger. Wow, what a transition. Can you believe it? When it comes to Swarm Network, it's user-owned utility-first AI agent swarms. What does that mean? No, absolutely no idea. It's a bunch of buzzwords. There's a lot of misinformation out there. How do we use AI agents and magic of crypto in order to cut that down by a lot? They say AI agent acts human-powered decentralized truth. Truth is important. World's first informative or information rollup. I think you've seen it a couple times before under threads when they say Swarm rollup and then it does its magic, where people just add rollup news down there, say rollup, and it does this over here, a faint glow in the void. Reach for it. It's kind of cryptic in that sense, which then tells you, if you click on the link, substantiated facts, 100%, emotion, neutral, verified, 100%, safe to read. This article contains fully substantiated claims. The information presented has been verified and can be trusted as reliable. Community notes suck hard because you never know if you can believe them. Give them a question like, is the earth flat? And there won't be a true answer because it seems like nobody knows. So if you have something that is AI powered and gives you the truth, that could be really useful, especially when the information comes from a bunch of random sources and the entire internet just gets flooded by them. Even think about it this way. Do you have your own opinion or do you simply agree with whatever somebody else said? If you think about it, you realize we don't really have opinions. We have things we like and then agree on. So you, as a person, in about 7 days from now, you can own and operate and earn, money too, an AI agent Swarm network bringing real-time data. Why is it flashing so much? I'm getting a epileptic seizure over here. Foundation for the next generation of trust. Whoever designed the website, get rid of this flashing stuff. It kind of irritates me. But the idea is there's information. You can own AI agents that, do all the work. And then is there truth? Yes or no? Result, fairly simple. The countdown right now, when you hit the page, is about 7 days. You will see that I already have a referral link down below because they just released this one over here, a purchase guide. How to give them money. Navigate to this site, fund your wallet with Sui, important, and exchange it for USDC. In case you never use that, and you never use the CETAS protocol, it's the same thing as ETH, but it has a little different picture and the gas fees are lower, and it might take an extra step or two in order to set it up. You can use the Sui wallet or Sui wallet. I personally use the Sui wallet, and you should probably just use an exchange in order to fund it, or some cross-chain swap, maybe something like Particle Network that we talked about, as that allows you to do cross-chain swaps as well. Review and agree, click on approve, buy it, done. Upon giving the money successfully, your licenses will be activated and you'll be redirected to the agent license dashboard where your truth rewards will be updated daily at midnight. So fairly simple, right? It's a bit difficult to say how much this is going to be worth in the future because for now it's just an idea that has to do with AI and agents, and it seems to be a hype narrative in which they also have like 300,000 followers on their main account. Hard to say, but if they're already partnered with Google Cloud and Google startups, and we now have a president that launched his own meme coin twice within 24 hours, and has pro-crypto, and Bitcoin reached a new all-time high, then we can probably think, with him being friends with Elon Musk, who owns the whole platform, that something that can verify the truth and the claims on said platform that is partnered with Google probably does well. That's what I'm thinking. While at the same time, there's the part where it says agent license, which is fancy term for node, which is fancy term for you get tokens every single day. And I like that because then I give them money and in return, I get my money back and then I make profit and then I have more money. And you know what I can do with more money? I can reinvest it to get even more. Now they start at $999, so it costs an entire iPhone to get one of these, with 30,000 available total. Realistically speaking, I would assume maybe like 7,000 of them get sold in the first like 2 weeks or so, depending on the hype. For example, Agent Layer sold about 8,500 nodes by now, but it took them 6 months. And I think after like 2 weeks, they're like 5,000 sold. But what I've seen when it comes to marketing and their Telegram group, which is also linked down below, so you can join for free. I think it's like some insider group or just something special. Just click the link, nothing to lose. They seem to really focus on pushing this one out once it goes live in a week from now. So you'll probably see this all over YouTube. Now we could talk about all the other words on the left-hand side. I don't want to. Just read about that yourself. Now I'll give you some great math, and that is on a daily basis, this amount of tokens is going to be sent to people who own a license and then evenly distributed among each single license. So if you own 2 compared to somebody who owns 1, you get twice as many tokens. If they only sell, let's say 142 on the first day, then you'll get that many tokens on the first day. You never know what they launch at, but if they were to launch at 10 cents, then technically the node is free and you already make profit immediately. If they were to sell 1,800, it's hyped. They make 1.8 mil right away with the launch, and you get like 856 tokens. If it launches at 10 cents, would be worth $85. If it launches at 1 cent, that's still $8 a day. So like a 3-month return on investment at that stage. Because this one is pure speculation, I have absolutely no idea. This might launch at a far higher valuation than I expect, because recently when Sonic SVM had their token launch and airdrop, they launched at 60 cents and went up to like $1.20 immediately. I thought they would launch at 5 cents maximum, and I expected 2. So you sometimes get positively surprised, and otherwise you simply have a node that gives you tokens daily. Now furthermore, the licenses can be sold after 6 months, so if you don't like the node / license / passive income thing, you can sell it, transfer it, and there's also the option to lease your license. Kind of like how we had scholarships in Axie, which means you get the account and somebody else plays it for you and you have a revenue share. You can also do that with the license, which makes me think there might be a way to operate that. Otherwise, it would operate itself. Not too sure about that, but that's an option too. They also get an early claim burn penalty. Fancy words for you don't get your money right away. You have to wait 3 months to get all your monies, because otherwise you burn 50% or 30%. So we should focus on this one long term. Personally, I buy notes to have them for a couple of years, right? For the entirety as the project is alive. But if you just want to buy something and then easily claim and get your money back, this could still work as long as you buy on day 1 and not too many get sold out. It would actually be better for this if they only sell like, let's say 100 nodes in the first week, and then it gets popular because then everybody who buys a node, like this man over here, gets far more tokens daily than you would get after. Because if 100 nodes are sold compared to 2000 nodes, then one single day is worth 20 days later. And the last time I checked, one day is less days than 20. Therefore, more money. But then again, because there are way too many things on the left-hand side, read about this one first. See how this one is being used on Twitter, and then make a decision. You can't buy it now anyways. Just saying that in 6 to 7 days from now, this will be live. I will very likely have a video on that the moment it goes live too, to go in detail again and walk you through how to give them your money so they can then give you truth tokens, which are worth a lot more than money because it's the truth. And the truth shall set you free, which was Proverbs 23 something. Never mind, it's John 8:32. That being said, links to everything mentioned down below. Presale for GPT Wars happening in a couple of days. Swarm agent licenses live in about a week from now. And the market is hopefully going to go to 120,000 in Bitcoin and higher over the next month, so we can then all be happy. And with that being said, see you soon and take care.